And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. Greetings. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Here's George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Edwards against Jackson. Now here's Gobert. Edwards for three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Here's Morris, covered by Towns. Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Back to Jackson. He's off on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Leonard. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Edwards for three. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris right side. Russell with the rebound.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Russell into the lane, and he buries his first look.
The speed of Russell on full display. Love watching him turn on the jets and get to the cup.
George outside. Morris outside. Beyond the arc. Nails it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Edwards for three. Fires in the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards finds Russell. McDaniels with it. Takes the three. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 6 so far.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Because of George's strong defensive instincts, he's able to consistently disrupt opponents.
To the left wing. Morris against Towns. Pass to Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Zubac passes to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Just 3 to shoot. Jackson for 3. The shot that time not on target. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Out left to the wing. Russell to pass to Edwards. The rebound by Jackson.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Back to Morris. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Morris, no good on the free throw. The Timberwolves have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard passes to Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside McDaniels. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. McDaniels from long range. Sinks it from distance. McDaniels gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. George against Edwards. Kicks it out to Jackson. Leonard outside. The fader. Rebound Minnesota. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brent?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard against Edwards. Leonard gets the bucket.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Now Towns. Russell to pass to Towns. Russell against Leonard. It's stolen by Leonard and stolen by Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. Morris against Gobert. Zubac passes to Leonard. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Gobert. Outside Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Back to Zubac. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the wing on the left. Here's Russell. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Morris passes to Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Russell from outside. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard finds George. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. George with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Morris down low. Guarded by Edwards. George passes to Morris. He shoots it. And George with the basket on the assist from Morris. George has got his first bucket in this one. George against Edwards. And George with some nice D. The Clippers in the lead. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morris. Leonard outside. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them.
Here's Russell. The rebound by Jackson.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And so it's Los Angeles. They've...
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 10. The Clippers, 21.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Nas Reed. And it's Anderson in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when the plan A fails.
Well, BA, a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
The Clippers making a switch here. Batum is checked in for Zubats. Mann comes in for Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for George. And it's John Wall in for Jackson.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's Mann. And it's Noel with a rebound.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And finished off by Anderson.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to McLaughlin. Inside. Here's Reed. Here's Prince. On target from range. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Back to Powell. The kick out to Morris. It's Powell on the wing. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride. Answering back with a 3 of his own.
Batum gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 14.
That kind of defense isn't going to stop Nicholas Batum. He pushes through the contact. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Powell passes to Batum. Banked it in off the glass. Batum's got 6.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Clippers on D. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Pass to Reed. Shot to stop the run.
Got to commend the defense from Nicholas Batum, doing all he can to make a difference.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's
2
Man.
minutes.
Batum, left side. Outside wall. Back to Batum. Shoots over Anderson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Here's Brent. And the layup falls. 5 points in the game.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Powell passes to Wall. Now here's Morris. And the three-pointer goes.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Pass to Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Powell covers. Back to Anderson. Fires the three. And Wall pulls it down. And here are the Clippers now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
NBA, if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. The shot. The shot no good. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Powell. Back to Man. Powell outside. Wall with it. Out to Powell. 6 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. "20 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Prince. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Powell passes to Batum. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 19 going into the break. Defense is... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Marcus Morris out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And here's George. Jackson outside. Up top, George. Guarded by Russell. And the shot clock expired. 24-second violation. Pass to Towns. Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to Towns.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Jackson left side. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. George outside. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Good vision, Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. And stolen by Leonard. Morris against Russell. Morris passes to Zubac. Back to Morris. Morris on the wing. The three. Drains the triple.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And that one is stopped right through.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. Jackson finds George. It's George on the wing.
2 minutes remaining.
McDaniels against Leonard. Goes up on the wing. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside McDaniels. There's 1:40 left in the final quarter. Good work defensively by Leonard. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
Leonard on the wing. Over Gobert. And too long on the shot. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Outside McDaniels. Left side Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Leonard against McDaniels. Now here's Leonard. 5 on the clock. Oh, they need this. It's not going to go for him. McDaniels from long range. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Puts up a 3. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the floor.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
And great something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Russell. He feeds it to Gobert. Back to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a plain view of the court.
On the wing, Bain. Edwards defending. Bain, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Edwards passes to Towns. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Back to Russell. Now the pass to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gobert finds McDaniel. And Russell puts up a deep 3 on the 3 off target. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Bain. Morant's got 5 now.
When you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from you.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Russell missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Passes to McDaniels. Towns kicks to McDaniel. Back to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. They need this. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Outside, Bain. Jackson against Gobert. Jackson passes to Brooks. Adams trying to free himself up. The dish to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's Jake McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant against Russell. Towns with the steal.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it.
Run it. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Now here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Russell. Grizzlies making the shot. He kicks it to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Back to Russell. Lets the three fly. Brooks grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bain passes to Brooks. Back to Bain. From the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. 19 seconds left in the first. Edwards finds McDaniel. They get a hand on it. Morant with the steal. Out to Brooks. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Wolves ahead, up 2. And the second. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now, here is Russell. Dishes it to Towns. Out to Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Adams with the slam.
And forget about finesse. This big is all about the power.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. The feed to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of a screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Bain. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Towns finds Edwards. It's hauled in by Adams. And here are the Grizzlies now. On the wing, Bain. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Stolen by Brooks. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Edwards. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Second team foul. At the line.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And finished off by Morant.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Russell against Morant. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Drills it from outside. McDaniel's got 6.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Outside, Bain. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Bain. That shot off the mark. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Here's Morant. 11 points in the game. And Morant throws it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside, Towns. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. On the wing, Jackson. Out to Morant. Brooks outside. No good. That would have tied it for Minnesota. They've gotten around 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Edwards passes to McDaniels. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards finds McDaniel. Nailed from three-point land. McDaniels got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
They retain possession. Adams' shot is off. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Substitution on the board.
Up in time. And the last second attempt is not going for it. And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
We've got Naz Reid. Anderson is out there with Prince. And it's Noel into the shooting guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Timberwolves leading by 6. On deep. That shot misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Good on the three-point shot.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Anderson outside. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brooks the pass to Adams. And a wide open look for Payne. Another shot. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Adams.
They have to put a body on Adams because he's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McLaughlin, no good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Green puts up a deep three. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Anderson passes to Noel. Here's Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Memphis has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Clark back to Williams. For the lead, kept alive. Clark kicks to Jones. The pass to Clark. Second chance shot. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Noel passes to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. Prince misses. Memphis trailing here. Conchar, the pass to Williams. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. Prince wide open. Wide open shot is on the money.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Jones. A beautiful reverse layup. Jones has got his first points in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Stolen by Anderson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Out to the wing. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Anderson is screen on Jones. Inside. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones, no one around him. His three-pointer's off the mark. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves' shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pass to Noel. Reed with it. The kick out to Anderson from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Konchar's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Williams. Pass to Clark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Prince outside. Here's Noel. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
There's Williams with the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to draw your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center position. Anderson against Brooks. Back to Morant. It's stolen. Here's Noel. Prince, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside. To the middle. McLaughlin, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. To the paint. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Now the pass to Noel. Prince against Adams. Here's McLaughlin. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Prince finds Anderson. Prince with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So good at staying in attack. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Passes it to Noel. Back to Prince. Clock at 6. Nice D from Brooks. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths, empty the nose, out of the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Brooks knows what's at stake here. No time to panic. Just give this everything you've got.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And there's the pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Noel passes to Reed. Stolen by Brooks. To the middle. Tipped away. Down low. Here's Morant. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Jackson has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. And they get it. Prince kicks to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around. 6 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's McLaughlin. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Payne for 3. A shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense. That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just got it right to him.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. is the trade. Timeout call for Grizzlies. And so here's Memphis. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Durant. It's good!
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Durant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
And the Timberwolves call timing. They're behind by 2. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime. Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
He makes the first of 3, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He makes the second free throw, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that puts them up by 5.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
So it's...
I will not forget that. I take it.
He's proven himself, Allie. Thank you. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Jackson. 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. Ooh, solid D from Leonard.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024, so much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Morris. Now George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubac's shot is off. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Morant, the pass to Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Back to George. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Leonard for three. Jackson outside. George outside. Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. Right side Morant to the paint. Zubac with the steal. Leonard against Brooks. Here's George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 5 now.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Now here's Brooks. Misses the three. George against Jackson. Zubac passes to Leonard. George outside. Clock at 6. Over Bain. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Memphis. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. George with it. Launches it. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Well, the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Jackson against Morant. To the middle. Here's Adams. Outside for Brooks. Oh, George with a steal. He's all alone. And George with the jam.
This Paul George showing how dominant he can be as a two-way player.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. George against Bain. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Oh, Morris with a steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And here's Jackson. Morris outside. Now here's Jackson. And here's Leonard for 3. George nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 12 points.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
tipped away. Here's Morant. And that one hits the back iron. And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Here's Leonard. That one rolls around and rims out. Memphis trailing here. The drive by Morant. The shot that time not on target.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
George passes to Zubac. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Zubac. Leonard's got his first points of the game. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
George with it. He's picked up by Bain. Morris outside. George passes to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
And here's Morant outside. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Back to George. Zubac with a screen on Bain. George, a deep three. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. To the paint. Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Yeah, you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Pass to George. Tries the spin move. Out to Leonard. Back to George. The Grizzlies pull it in. On the wing, Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. George with the block.
Well, in terms of wing defenders, PG might be in the top 5 in the league.
Here's Jackson. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Here's George. He's got 12. Out to Leonard. Morris for 3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Zubac passes to Morris. Jackson with it. Defended by Jackson. It's George on the wing. Out to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson left side. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
From deep. That one's good. Desmond Bain for 3. Bain's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Jackson, the pass to George. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got 15.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Brooks against Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Now Morris. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
The Grizzlies, 16.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George has been sensational.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant into the lane. Adams, the pass to Bain. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. That one no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Stolen by Jackson. Bain, the pass to Brooks.
Hey, yo, right here.
Jackson outside. Back to Brooks. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Ball against Morant. Tipped and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. A line change here for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's Powell. Pass to Covington from the arc. And here's Batum. Left side Covington. Back to Batum. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Aldama. Pass to Green. Right side Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Jones against Wall. Covington, a screen on Jones. Wall, the pass to Covington. Stolen by Jones. Left side, Green. The rebound by Mann. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Covington finds Batum. Powell outside. Out to Covington. Here's the 3. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Powell passes to Batum. Back to Powell. Now Batum. Clark covers. Batum gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 6.
It felt like like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Well, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Powell, left side. Batum, pass to Powell. Back to Batum. No luck on that one. Good D by Clark. For Memphis, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Conchar. Clark against Covington. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Memphis, Brandon Clark at the line for 2.
And Clark drops them both. 1:07 left in the third quarter here. Powell outside. Pass to Batum. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. George outside. And the bucket is good. George has got 17 points.
You might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
Jones from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Williams on the wing. Goes back up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from George.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Great look there, but off target.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. The important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And so it's the Los Angeles. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Morris finds Leonard. Into the lane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson with room to fire. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Well, the defense wasn't ready for Jackson to pull that quickly.
Timeout called. Memphis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Jackson against Moran. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. George passes to Morris. Jackson against George. Pass to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. On the take. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. George passes to Morris. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. The three from Bain. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Jackson. Zubats with it. Leonard outside. Now Jackson. Here's Zubats. Adams covering. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Guarded by Morris. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Jackson, the pass to George. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Paul George definitely had a chance to take that one himself, but he makes the smart play and a quick dish to a teammate.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Morant drops them both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter here. Morris finds Leonard. Kicks it to George. Morris on the wing. Clock at 6. Back to George. Pass to Morris. Over Bain. Morris can't hit. And Memphis shooting 41% in this game. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. Jackson outside. Deflects the pass. From deep, Morant. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Pass to Bain. Morant against Jackson. And then Morant with the dunk.
A brilliant dunk. And he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Jackson with it. Guarded by Morant. Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
The 3 from Bain. Outside for Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the 3.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
George outside. So the Clippers win it. This one was in the back. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brent.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the one spot. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Leads over Zubac. The baseline J off the mark.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jackson finds Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. Morris outside. Outside, George. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Minnesota basketball.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Jackson kicks to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Puts it up from 17. That one wide left. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now Edwards, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Morris against Towns. Here's George. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Russell passes to McDaniel. Misses the three. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. Still without a basket in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's McDaniel. Here's Towns. Morris with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Jackson against Gobert. Jackson kicks to George. And stolen by Russell. Edwards with it. George picks him up. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now, here is Morris. Latrey. Los Angeles with another miss. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Eyes in. Gobert. Right side Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now, here is Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Takes it off the glass.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Steps back. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot is long. Clippers trail by 7. Jackson drives in. Pass to Zubats. George looking over the floor. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer, no good. Edwards passes to Gobert. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead got down to 5 on the bucket from Paul George. Ray, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Leonard finds Jackson. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Pass to Leonard. Looking for George. He gets it there. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge.
and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Count the basket.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
George dishes to Jackson. And George kicks to Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Minnesota leading by 9. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Russell missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Morris passes to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Russell against Jackson. Back to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought. Offensive rebound. Zubac the pass to George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 7 points.
Nice setup for one of the game's best shooters. Paul George, cash money on the catch and shoot.
Towns against Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table. And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
All free throws good from Jackson.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Morris against Towns. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson kicks to Zubac. And stolen by Russell. The pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Passes it to George. Leonard on the wing. George up top. He's guarded by Russell. 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside Russell. The kick out to Towns. Drives to the hoop. It's hauled in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. George finds Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. McDaniels dishes to Gobert, and he gets the bucket. Gobert's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Timberwolves lead. Thank you, David. just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Anderson. Also, Naz Reid out there. And it's McLaughlin into the one. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
At the line for your Clippers, Norman Powell.
Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside. Covington with the steal. Wall finds Powell. Back to Wall. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Powell. The dish to Batum. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Reed. And he can't bank that one in. Timberwolves shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Noel passes to Reed. Powell on the double team. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Anderson. The second chance effort. He can't hit that time. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Takes it out to Covington. And it's Wall in the corner. Outside Covington. And Batum throws it down.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Powell dishes to Batum, and he converts the layup.
Boy, that's big-time concentration from Batum. Able to battle his way through contact and still get the finish.
Kicks it out to Prince. Noel passes to McLaughlin. And here's Prince outside. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Covington passes to Powell. Outside for Batum from downtown. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
The outside stroke of Batum, too nice. He knocks him down in bunches.
Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Prince. There's the pass to Noel. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wall passes to Mann.
2 minutes remaining.
Out left of the wing. Plenty of space. And that one hits back iron. Timberwolves leading by 6. Reed kicks to Prince. Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Here's Powell. Anderson with the block. They recover it. Powell finds Batum. Spins. Wall passes to Batum. It's good. 9 points for Batum.
He's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Anderson right side. It's tipped. Passes it to Prince. Lays it up and banks it in. Prince has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Powell kicks the Wall. Dishes to Batum. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
Anderson outside. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Reed. The Clippers grab the miss. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Mann. Back to Powell. Reed with the rebound. Anderson outside. It's Prince on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Now Powell. And we just finished the third quarter. We got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves ahead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with a tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Mann in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Here's Powell over Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you want him taking big shots for you in the big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Out to Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 4. Ball taking its time here. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Wall. The pass to Mann. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McDaniels passes to Russell. Towns in the corner. Inside, it is Gobert. Goes back up. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. LA has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside, Towns. Russell from long range. He is held in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard kicks to Morris. To the middle. Takes it out to Leonard. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
McDaniels with the ball. Leonard's there. And it's Russell missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. And there's Edwards on the assist by Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steel.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
And George drops them both.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Russell against Jackson. Russell with the bucket. Russell's got his first points of the night.
Well, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Shot by George, wide open. And the Clippers miss again.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Outside, George. Passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
Outside, Edwards. 55 seconds left in the game. Gobert with it. George picks him up. The kick out to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Here's Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Tries the spin move. George passes to Zubac. Morris inside. Towns on him. Morris kicks to George. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stop. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Jackson finds George. Back to Jackson. A three. Can't hit that one. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A truly catching. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
It's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. And for Memphis, inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Towns can't get that one to fall. Brooks with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And that one's good for Brooks.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Russell. To the right side. From downtown. Another miss by Minnesota. About a minute into this first quarter. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
Brooks outside. McDaniels with some nice D.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
The 3 from Russell. The shot won't fall.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Morant with it. Russell covering. Kicks it out to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and considering the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting, really sound basketball.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Morant, pass to Adams. McDaniels against Brooks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Here's Moran after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Adams. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Russell from outside knocks down the triple. Russell's got 5 now.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
And it's Moran off the drive. Brooks finds Bain. A shot to stop the drought. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the left side wing. Pass to McDaniels. High post Towns. That shot missing. And Memphis taking it the other way down. The drive by Brooks. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Outside for Russell. To the wing, right side. Towns for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. 7 points in the game.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
Moran with it. Russell covering. Brooks, the pass to Moran. Takes it inside. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Pass to Towns from outside the arc. The shot misses. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Bain. Good. And the setup by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Towns down low. Russell from outside. No luck on that one. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. And back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. McDaniels can't hit. Memphis trailing here.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Outside Morant, just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns passes to Edwards. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Back to Towns. Outside Russell. Drives to the hoop. The Timberwolves need to get off the shot here. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And the basket by Bain.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Towns. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the inside. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
Outside Morant. to Adams. From deep, Bain. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Moran against Russell. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Edwards. Gobert with it. Guarded by Moran. Towns on a screen. Now Gobert. Outside Russell. He buries it from three. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Russell against Moran. Now Russell. Give him 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. Russell from deep three-point land. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
To me, if you're the defense, you live with that one. D'Angelo Russell demanding respect on the deep ball.
From deep. Morant, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Bain, back to Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns with the ball. Gobert finds Russell. Now McDaniels. 36 seconds left in the second period. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Jackson. Over McDaniels. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The first one falls, and the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's Noel. Outside, Anderson. Back to Noel. Pass to Prince. Right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Hounded by Moran. Another miss by Minnesota. Just 3 on the clock. And he lays it up and in. Morant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Jordan McLaughlin, Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. Here's Noel. Just 5 on the clock. And the three off target. Here's Conchar. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldama. Tries again. Tillman misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Anderson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jones with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for Tillman. And Williams is subbed in for Aldama. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Back to Conchar. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Out to the right wing. Back to Noel. Outside, Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. 6 to shoot. Here's Prince. Fires for 3. On the wing, Noel. Over to the wing. There's the 3. Prince with the bucket. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson with it. He's picked up by Jones. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Two on the clock. Pass to McLaughlin. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Memphis ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Minnesota in the lead. Prince down low, working on Green. Here's Anderson. Nails the baby hook. Anderson's gotten his second bucket of the game. For Memphis, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Conchar. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11. And stolen by Williams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Clark. Tipped. Outside for Green. This one for 3. McLaughlin with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth, and they just have a few more possessions like that.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. Outside, Green. Counted from distance. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Prince. And here's Reed. And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Outside, Williams. Right side, Jones. Here's Conchar. Just 4 to shoot. And he lays it up and in. Conchar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Pass to McLaughlin. From deep 3-point range. They get it back.
great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. On the wing, Conchar. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Moran and Payne in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Prince. Lets it go from deep. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. From outside, off the mark. Moran, the pass to Brooks. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's McLaughlin. To Noel. Here's McLaughlin, pounded by Moran. Outside, Anderson. 5 on the clock. Back to Prince for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by Brooks. Now Adams. Another shot. Outside Morant. They shoot again. A good look from Payne. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And he lobs it up top. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Payne against Edwards. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Back to Morant. Takes it in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Edwards against Payne. Shot is good by Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Moran against Russell. Moran, pass to Payne. Outside for Brooks. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Edwards. Here's Russell. Back to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks finds Morant. On the wing, Payne. From behind the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Edwards. A rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Hit his pocket. Outside Edwards. And he makes it on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, improving his passing over the years. This is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert and offseason.
Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. And it's John Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Outside McDaniels. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Towns with the ball. Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Memphis trailing here. 58 seconds left in the final quarter. And it's Brooks missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Russell from outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
To the middle. Towns passes to Edwards. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks to end the run. Bain against Edwards. Clock at 6. From deep, Morant hits a three-pointer.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
And so it's Minnesota with the depth. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Oh, say does.
And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Morris, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morris against Brooks. Back to Jackson. Adams down low. Here's Bain. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Morant kicks to Bain. Feeds to Adams. Second shot opportunity. And Adams with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Jackson looking around. George finds Leonard. Outside Jackson. Out to Morris from outside the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard the pass to George. Spins. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 4 on the clock. On the wing, Morris. Lets it go with the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it.
And he makes that one.
I just love the way Jaren finishes inside with either hand. The defense can't really take everything away.
Jackson against Morant. Passes it to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Fades. Rebounded by Jackson.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Adams. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thanks, David. Morant against Jackson. Out to Brooks. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Jackson. Can't hit from in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over to Zubac.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
George with the ball. Now defended by Adams. And the dunk by Zubac.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bain. Not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Morant against Jackson. Here's George. Great D that time from Bain. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies, John.
Poked away. And so the first quarter is in the books. Memphis out in front, up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And the Clippers, looking who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And Adams kicks to Morant. Going inside. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. And where did he go?
George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Jackson passes to Morris. Here's George. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Brooks, and he jams it with authority.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Pocket 2. George with the bucket.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
Here's Morant.
Yes. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Morris, and the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got 5 points so far.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Out to Morant, over Jackson. Outside Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Pass to Leonard. Outside, George. Leonard attacking outside for Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard the pass to George. The feed to Jackson. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break.
This is why Bain's teammates look for him on the break, because he is relentless on his attack.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 11. Spain against George. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Adams, some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Out to Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player. Schmidt, he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And that one, good. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Outside for Jackson. And the pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A good vertical athlete. Brooks can finish in there, even when challenged.
Here's Leonard to the paint. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Here's the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis.
The Clippers, 16.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was drawing to the rim and finishing.
We've got Green, and it's Jones in at the 1. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Here's Wall. That's the foul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor. You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Williams. That 3 off the mark. Covington with it. Guarded now by Clark. Outside, Wall. Here's Batum. Grizzlies with the rebound. Right side, Jones. Clark inside. Defended by Covington.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Takes it out to Covington. Here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Covington's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Passes it to Concho. Outside Williams. Double team on Williams. Green passes to Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. For the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Attacking the rim with aggression. Norman Powell putting pressure on the interior D with his driving and finishing abilities.
Jones, the pass to Concho. Drops in the layup for two. Concho's got his first basket of the night.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Pass to Batum. It's up a three. It's Clark with the rebound. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Green dishes to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
The pass to Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Mann. The kick out to Wall. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 17.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West. One of the cases where height failed to tell you the whole story.
Wall looking for an opening. Down low. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Green kicks to Williams. Three-pointer.
On defense, Robert Covington uses his size and athleticism very well.
Wall passes to Powell. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Green dishes to Clark. That's tipped.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Here's Covington. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Memphis leading by 17.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% from the line a season ago.
Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 19. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
And Brooks, here we go. Adams finds Jackson. Stolen by George. That shot off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies lead by 17. Live from the FedEx Forum. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Brooks against Leonard. Out to Morant. Here's the three. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 14. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Jackson against Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 14 points for Ja Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. George dishes to Morris. Takes it out to Leonard. Launches a three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bain with it. Guarded now by Morris. Jackson against George. Another shot, an intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jackson against Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bain.
Trouble for the defense on this drive. Desmond gets physical and gets fouled.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
And he's good on the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Morant outside. Jackson the train. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Zubac, a screen on Bain. And it's George finishing it off.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And George gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morant, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And George with the stuff.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. And a wide open look for Bain. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Passes it to Leonard. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. Outside Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Morant outside. Adams finds Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Morant passes to Bain. And the 3 ball is good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Morris with the bucket.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
16 seconds left in the fourth. Adams trying to free himself up. And they'll get another chance. Outside, Bain. From deep three-point range. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid